Going on, guys? Welcome to Beard and FRIENDz, episode 106. Yeah? Alright, guys, look, check it out. On today's episode, before I even get started, excuse me, I'm over here belching all over the place. Before I even get started, I hope that each and every one of you that may be going through hard times, sorrow, struggle, strife, whatever it may be, it will pass. Some of the best advice and best things that we can hear is what was written in Scripture. This too shall pass. Okay? Just want you to know that. I don't have to know you to pray for you. I don't have to know you to give you encouraging words. And I don't have to know you to send some kind of sympathy or condolences of any and or kind. I just want you to know that. Once again, in today's episode, we're going to talk about personal encouragement. I'm going to do a quick clip with Marty. Literally, it's really quick. I'll have it on the screen here momentarily. And we're going to see this slap seen around the world. Okay? Weird, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about already. All right, well, here's the thing. Let's go ahead and get right into this personal encouragement. Now, if you don't know, I'm going to recap. Back in 2002, I moved to the Midwest. I moved away after 3.5, 4 years in the Midwest. Helped on a pig, I call it a pig farm. I helped and did like 15 pigs with like 300 pigs in each barn. There was like 15 barns, and that's a lot. Like, it took me all day, and I just helped. I didn't do all of the work, but I helped to the point where I know what it was like in the day in the life of. So much mad respect for how, I don't eat pork, but mad respect to the people that farm, to the people that do any kind of farming, period. Respect you, salute you, thank you on that. Okay, with that being said, naturally, when you move into a new spot, you make new friends. For us, my wife and I, who we had no children at the time, we had what we call fur babies, which was, we had 3 dogs. We had like 8 goldfish or 8 fish. Had like 2 hamsters, a little, I called it a lab rat, but it was a rat, friendly pet rat. And I had a rabbit, all in this apartment. And yeah, they all ran amok through the house at one time, loose because of the apartment, because we could. Okay, so, excuse me, my wife and I not only befriended a lot of people, we made friends with this one couple. And I'm not going to say their names or anything about them, but I've already asked, could I talk about this story from one of my friends, and she was like, yeah. So we met this couple, and we had done everything. My wife and her had went to the gym. I hung out with them, her and her husband. We lived uptown. They lived downtown or midtown, and we worked downtown. So it was all one of these, all in the same row off the interstate places. We did everything there. And albeit few far and in between, several years we were really good friends. Once again, we had drank together, we had ate together, we had I think from where they were from out west, or where they got this, I had rainbow trout on the grill where we stuffed it and cut it up and put lemon and tomato and seasoning and onion all in it, put it on the grill and ate it. It was decent. It was decent. Not a humongous fish fan, but I was kind of surprised. Okay, well, with this being said, mind you, I said that was 2002, so I have not seen my friends. It's probably been 17 years, excuse me, in person. We have remained friends through the social media. I believe we were friends on, back when everybody used to do an email days, which I wasn't on much, and I think the MySpace days. I have not seen my friends in person, and, you know, that was just a small part of my life. So I haven't seen them in person in probably 17 years. They since have went their separate ways. They have their own thing that happened with their marriage, so they have split. Whatever, it's not my problem. I still are my friends, respectfully. They have like 5, 6 kids between the two of them. I'm not sure on that number. Don't quote me. I'm trying to just, know what I know. Say what I know, I mean. And, well, the female has, of the couple, I'm not going to say her name once again, but she has remained friends. She's went through a transitioning herself, and she's done some things that I didn't know about. She's went through things I didn't know about. I don't know if anybody knew about it. I don't know her story, but here's what I'm saying. The other morning, I wake up to a message on my Facebook, and it says, "Hey friend, how are you doing? Are you still not drinking? That is fantastic. If you're not," went off to say, my family was beautiful. You start to realize when you don't drink, at least they did, that they missed out so many things. And went on to say that they've watched us grow over the years and glad to have spent that small time with us in our life. And they said they're very grateful for this. And I'm sitting here like, wow, this is, it's different when you read, when somebody reaches out to you or tells you something like that. And I think she started it off by saying like, "Long lost friend, how you been?" And I said, long yes, but lost no. You're still my friend. I went off to say her that yeah, we've been through our ups and downs, and I'm still, not drinking, and I love the fact that we have remained friends. And I'm telling you now, watching, I love the fact we have remained friends. Nothing's changed with the days, months, and years. My hair's gotten longer. I'm losing it on top. I've gotten fatter, and obviously my face has gotten longer. I mean, beard has gotten longer. But I'm the same guy. Here we are in our 40s, early 40s, and I knew these guys when we were right at our teens, and I was 20, right over that 20 mark. So, that's a while. And I told them that we're grateful that they've still remained true. And I told them that we secretly love you, and I'm telling you now, we'd kick some people's asses for you. To which she replied, we'd do the same. And I told them told her that she's those special friendships that never go away. They make life worth living. They make all these memories worth, having. Like when you look back and you say memories about things you've done, they're there. They're there in that. When I moved away and didn't know what I was getting into, those 4 years in Iowa, there's a reason I met them. And I'm very thankful. They really, and they're watching now. I'll tell you right now, if this is how I got to do it, we are really thankful that we have met you. Like, we have talked about you so much. I remember your dog getting on the couch, and they thought I talked funny. And here I was, the dog's name was Dakota, and they'd be like, "Dakota, I'm just messing with you there." They know what I mean. They know what I mean. But it was a very good time. I think this one time in particular, Dakota had gotten, when we hung out, we did that fish on the grill. I was telling about the rainbow trout. And I think Dakota, or one of the other dogs, which forgive me, the other name, got a fish head out of the trash can and ran around the house with it. Yeah, anyway, things like that that story, it makes me laugh because they were part of this. My little, growing up and didn't know where I was in this world, and meeting people and being able to express yourself it was just a really, really good time. I thank you. We love you. And if you're watching this, and I really hope you are, you have no idea the impact that you have made in our life. And we have always talked and talked and talked. Our children probably act like they know you and they've never met you guys. So hats off to you, and we do love you. She went on to tell me to keep up the no drinking, and she realized that she had missed so much, and it was an eye-opener. And the thing that got me of all this was, you're smiling when I am smiling when I'm reading this, but I remember at towards the end of this conversation where she had wrote, she said, "I'm here if you ever need a shoulder or two. I send lots of love your way, and we feel the same way about you." And it was one of those, you have no idea. I'd be lying to say that I didn't choke up at that. Like, I needed that. You know what I'm saying? I needed that. And I want to thank you for that. I was at a time in my life, or in my day, if you will, where I needed to see that. I didn't think that I would ever be that person to say that, but you'll know what I'm saying and what I mean by that. That's really cool. So my hats off to the friendship that lasts forever. They say if you know somebody longer than 7 years, then that's a friendship for life. And I'm like, well, these guys are set. We're set for life. If we ever have to Zoom call, by the way, if you're watching, if we Zoom call, if we chat, if we FaceTime, if we meet up somewhere, wherever we have to do, we will do that. So get in touch with me at the end. But moving on real quick. Thank you. Love you guys. Moving on. I'm going to show you guys some really quick clips with Marty. And you're going, what do you mean really quick clips with Marty? Well, check this right here out. Look. Look, I cannot control what other people do. When I said quick clips with Marty, that's literally all that was going on. I had a quick clip with Marty. That's it. Don't worry, I've already asked him, can I talk about him and show him? He's like, yeah, he doesn't care. I I want to put the clip up there one more time in the book. Look, live playing. Right there at the end, I'm telling you, right? I'm sorry, Marty. It blew the phone back, but I was able not to let it go, and that's what's crazy right there. Speaking of crazy, let's move on. Thanks, Marty, for that. I love you, bro. Love you, love you, love you. Speaking of crazy, let's move on here to the famous slap scene around the world. And I'm sure by now, several days later as you're watching this, it's only been like 2 days, not even maybe 2 days I'm filming this, that this incident has happened. Excuse me. And if you don't know the infamous slap scene, or this right here, are you familiar with this? Do you guys think, I'm not going to show the clip, you guys can look that up, but I'll just show this picture here. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. And it's apparently Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. And what? Where? What's going on? Type it in, look it up, you'll get everything you need to know about it. Apparently, it was, they're saying it was real. I don't know. I think that it may be a PR thing. I don't know. Man made a joke, talked about his wife for just a second. I'm kind of, Chris Rock is a comedian. To me, I'm just saying, this is my own opinion based just on what I'm going on here. He's a comedian. He's got to do what he's got to do. But at the same time, Will Smith is a comedian and an actor, and he knows, he's done his thing. But you went after the wife. He's talking about her hair, and she's really have alopecia. She's really, or whatever you say it, she's really got a hair disease. And I don't know, man. I think like this. You want to know the truth, and I may make some people angry. I'm gonna tell you like this. I probably would have not done that myself, but slapping him is like the epitome. Like, that's slapping a man is worse than punching him. I'm just telling you right now. Let's be real here. Everything under the sun, including the sun. Remember? So I believe that if he was really, really angry at that situation, talk to him man to man. And I don't believe in putting hands on people, but even if you're going to do it behind closed doors. Talk behind closed doors. Handle this behind closed doors. Now, some people are saying this is a PR stunt, and that, like I was saying at the beginning, if it is a PR stunt, we'll know if a movie comes back. You know, it comes out in the next couple of weeks or months or whatever it comes to. I do know that Chris Rock, I'll paraphrase this, but he was quoted as saying something like, the shrink he went to said that when he said he's never stood up for himself, and this is why he didn't. It all ties into something about this is why he didn't do nothing or press charges and just stood there. That also led others to believe something else was going on. I don't know, dude, but I mean, I almost want to say like this. I almost want to say kudos for Will for doing it if he really got offended, but I don't want to say that. I mean, I said it. I don't want to say it. I say it, but as far as being mad at Chris Rock really about it, I don't know, man. There's other issues. There's an underlying issue. That's all I know. That's all I know. And once again, they have done movies. They've done things. They've hung out. They know each other for a while, for a long time from what I read. I may be wrong on some of this. But are you going to slap somebody for your wife? Most of you just said, yes, I would. Would you defend her? See, I'm one of those, once again. You want to hurt a man? You wouldn't want to hurt a man? You want to hurt a man, pride or whatever. Slap him. Slap him. I said a long time ago, most people would be like, I'll slap you back. I said, you might, and most people might, and probably would. But when you thought about it, it's like, did you? Now, violence, though, is not the answer. Somebody says, well, Big Beard, you're sitting there saying if he smacked him, then it's okay if he's... No, I didn't say it's all right. Because if you throw the first blow, you already messed up. You know what I'm saying? If everybody agreed to disagree, we'd all be fine. But unfortunately, we don't do that type of stuff. Violence is not the answer. I did not say that. I know you were like, you said kudos if he slapped. I meant to take up for your wife in that moment, kudos. You know, for taking up. You didn't have to slap her because he didn't come at you. Like, you could have, honestly, I think that I probably would have grabbed the mic or walked up there and grabbed the mic. Perhaps he had that in his mind and got up there and realized, or maybe he was going to hug him and slapped him, and before you knew it, like, wow. But I probably would have went up there and grabbed the mic and said something very snarky, even if they cut my mic off or went to a commercial, because whatever. But when it's said and done, we're doing what they want us to do there when it comes to this entertainment, and that is figure out and watch and tune in to see what's going on with these people that we still like. They're still prevalent, still in today's world, you know. So there you go. Personal encouragement, quick clips with Marty, and the slap heard around the world, guys. Tune in. Keep tuning in. I got things coming. I've been having trouble so bad with my vehicles here lately, and the camera, computer, everything's just been, you know what they say, when it rains it storms. But I'll tell you this much. I know right now is the time in the show where I say, there's those 3 words that I say. Let me see. Love, peace, chicken grease. Later, guys. Thanks for watching.
presentations.